out into the street, Johnny explained, her tone serious. Jack's eyes went wide. Are you serious? How long has this been going on? Oh, well, it started when I was a kid, Chrissy admitted, playing with her coffee mug. You know, it wasn't easy being a minister's daughter. I had to be the best in school, the best in Bible class. When I couldn't do that, I got so nervous, I started walking in my sleep. Well, just relax, Jack said, his trademark grin returning. I've got something that will take your mind off it. He unzipped his jacket slightly. Jonna leaned over, trying to see inside. I wonder what he's up to this time. Jack reached in and carefully pulled out a tiny, flop-eared, golden brown puppy. It let out a soft, high-pitched yip. Chrissy squealed instantly. Oh, yes, oh, where did you get it? My friend Larry gave it to me, Jack said proudly, letting Chrissy take the squirming bundle of fur. Jonna crossed her arms, her skepticism immediate. Honest Larry, the used car salesman. Jack, the only thing Larry ever gave anyone was the business. Oh, come on, Jack defended his friend. Just because he calls himself Honest Larry doesn't mean he's a crook. Besides, this time I gave him the business. Oh, well, Larry has a soft spot for animals, Jack explained, tickling the puppy under its chin. And he wanted to get rid of this litter of pups, so I took one. And that's giving him the business? Jonna asked flatly. Well, I also owed him $25, Jack added sheepishly. And I told him that if I took a puppy, he'd have to cancel the debt. Oh, you've got a soft spot, too, Jonna said, tapping the side of Jack's head. Right here. Jack, what do you mean? We can't keep it. Chrissy looked up, horrified, clutching the puppy to her chest. Why not? Oh, Jonna, Jack pleaded. Oh, now, come on, you guys, Jonna said, playing the responsible one as always. You know Mr. Roper's rules. No dogs or babies allowed. Oh, yeah, Jack muttered, realizing the fatal flaw in his plan. Well, we're keeping half of the bargain so far. If we keep this dog, Mr. Roper will cancel our lease, Jonna warned. We'll be out on the street. Yeah, she's right, Jack, Chrissy admitted sadly, burying her face in the puppy's soft fur. Well, what am I supposed to do now? Jack threw his hands up in frustration. Hey, a loud, grating voice boomed from the open doorway. Larry's not gonna take that dog back. That lousy used car salesman. Honest Larry strolled into the apartment. He was wearing a loud plaid jacket and a tie that clashed violently with his shirt. He grinned at them like he was about to sell them a lemon with a cracked engine block. Hi, Larry. Jack forced a smile. We were just talking about you. You know Larry, Chrissy asked Jeanne. Hi, Jeanne said dryly. What are you giving away this time? Your pet tarantula. Larry, it's about the dog. Jack started, trying to sound firm. I know, Larry said smoothly, holding up his hands. You don't have to tell me. Jack sagged with relief. Oh, that's a relief. I thought you'd object. Why would I object? Larry asked, walking over to pet the puppy in Chrissy's arms. Isn't he something? And I'm not gonna charge you for it, either. Charge for what? Larry pulled a bright red piece of rubber from his pocket. Oh, this rubber bone. I forgot to give it to Jack. It's good for the teeth. I didn't know your teeth were giving you trouble. Jack, Jeanne deadpanned. It's for the puppy. Larry chuckled. Larry, you're gonna have to take this dog back, Jack insisted, trying to hand him the puppy. You don't want that sweet little, cute little, lovable little. Larry began, his salesman routine in full swing. Larry, we are not allowed to have any pets, Jeanne interrupted firmly. You've got him, haven't you? Larry argued. He's housebroken. Here. No. Wait. Ho. Jack protested, backing away. What about the $25? I'll pay you somehow here. Larry ignored Jack, turning his attention to Chrissy, who was looking at him with wide, tear-filled eyes. Hey, she really likes you. You know, Chrissy, she knows you wouldn't betray her. You wouldn't. Larry, please, Jeanne begged. We just can't have a dog. As much as we love her. Why don't you hold her for a minute, Chris? Larry suggested softly. Chrissy melted. She held the dog tightly. Larry, yeah, I get the message. Larry suddenly looked incredibly somber. He took off an imaginary hat and looked at the floor. Well, that's it, little girl. I've tried everybody I know. Nobody seems to want you. I guess I'll just have to, you know. Have to what? Jack asked suspiciously. Have her put to sleep, Larry said, a fake tear in his voice. What? Chrissy shrieked. Larry, hey, that horror story stuff is not gonna work here, Jack said, crossing his arms. Yeah, well, you mustn't blame yourselves. Larry sighed heavily, turning toward the door. We won't. Okay, it's the last time you'll be seeing her. He opened the door and stepped out into the hallway. Bye. I'm going. The door clicked shut. Silence descended on the apartment, save for a tiny, pathetic whimper from the puppy. Well, Jack started. He won't do it, you know. Not Larry, that old softy. Chrissy glared at him. How about a cookie? Jack offered weakly. I mean, he will have to get rid of it somehow. Jack continued, trying to convince himself. He'll give it to someone else. Chrissy continued to glare. Would you like a cookie, Chrissy? Anyway, It's not my responsibility, is it? Look at this. It's your favorite kind. Chocolate chip. Got nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over a stupid little puppy. Shauna finally snapped. Oh, for heaven's sakes, go get the dog. Right, go, Jack said, bolting for the door. He threw it open and yelled down the hallway.